Welcome to today's Business News Roundup. I'm Sonia, and I'm joined by Simon.
Hi, Sonia. Hello, everyone. Good to be here.
Let's start with Toyota's massive $3.6 billion expansion at its San Antonio plant in Texas. The company is creating 2,000 new jobs and shifting production of its Tacoma pickup truck from Mexico.
That's a significant investment. What are the details behind this move?
According to the reports, Toyota is doubling down on Texas with this expansion. The production capacity will be increased to 350,000 units annually, with some output being shifted from Mexico. This move is part of Toyota's strategy to adapt to changing market conditions and tariffs.
Tariffs have been a significant factor in many companies' decisions. Did the reports mention anything about the cost implications for Toyota due to U.S. tariffs?
Yes, the reporting mentions that Toyota incurred almost $9 billion in costs due to U.S. tariffs during the recent fiscal year. This expansion is likely a strategic response to mitigate such costs in the future.
So, by moving production to the U.S., Toyota is reducing its exposure to tariffs. That makes sense. What about the job creation aspect? Are these new jobs across various roles?
The 2,000 new jobs are expected to be across different positions at the San Antonio plant. The exact breakdown isn't specified, but it's likely to include manufacturing, engineering, and possibly administrative roles.
That's great news for the local economy in San Antonio. How does this fit into Toyota's overall global strategy?
Toyota's investment in Texas is part of its broader strategy to optimize production and reduce reliance on imports. By producing the Tacoma in the U.S., they can better serve the local market and potentially export to other countries.
Shifting gears, let's talk about the Asian markets. The reporting indicates they retreated despite a rebound in AI stocks on Wall Street.
That's right. The Kospi in South Korea plunged nearly 8%, and Tokyo's Nikkei lost almost 2%. This happened even though AI stocks rebounded on Wall Street, lifting the S&P 500 to the brink of a new record.
What could be driving this divergence between Asian markets and the U.S. market?
The report suggests that despite the AI-led rebound on Wall Street, Asian markets were likely influenced by other factors, possibly regional economic concerns or investor sentiment.
Investor sentiment can be quite sensitive. Were there any specific news or events that triggered this retreat in Asian markets?
The reporting doesn't pinpoint a single event, but it's likely a combination of factors, including economic data and geopolitical tensions in the region.
Let's take a moment to remember George E. Johnson Sr., who passed away at 99. He was a pioneer in black hair care and built a multi-million-dollar business.
Yes, George E. Johnson Sr. was a trailblazer. His company was the first black-owned business to be listed on the American Stock Exchange. He also founded Ultra Sheen Hair Care products.
That's quite an achievement. What impact did he have on the black hair care industry?
Johnson's business was groundbreaking because it catered specifically to the needs of black consumers, providing products that were previously underserved. He also contributed to the community through various initiatives.
It's wonderful to see entrepreneurs making a positive impact. Did his family continue his legacy in some way?
The reporting mentions that his family was involved in his business, and they continue to honor his legacy. However, specific details about the current state of the business weren't provided.
Moving on to Figma, Bank of America reinstated coverage with a buy rating, citing that AI is turning into a growth catalyst for the company.
That's right. BOA set a $30 price target for Figma, arguing that fears over generative AI disrupting Figma's design software business have been overdone. The stock had declined 85% from its 52-week high.
So, BOA believes Figma's AI integration is a positive factor. How does Figma's AI strategy play into this?
Figma is leveraging AI to enhance its design software capabilities. BOA's analysis suggests that this AI integration is not only not disruptive, but is actually becoming a growth driver for Figma.
That's an interesting perspective. What was Figma's stock performance like before this reinstatement?
Figma's stock had seen significant volatility, with an 85% drop from its peak. This reinstatement by BOA comes as a vote of confidence, potentially stabilizing or boosting the stock.
Finally, let's touch on the Business Today roundup. While it's a broad topic, are there any specific highlights or trends that stood out across the various airings on BBC News?
The multiple airings of Business Today on BBC News covered various market updates and economic news. While specific highlights weren't detailed, it's likely that they covered major market movements and economic indicators.
That's a good overview. It's always helpful to get a summary of the day's key business news.
Indeed. Well, that's all for today's episode. Thanks for joining us, Simon.
Thank you, Sonia. It's been a pleasure discussing these stories with you.
And to our listeners, thank you for tuning in. We'll be back soon with more business news and analysis. Until then, goodbye.
Goodbye.